G'day viewers, gonna do something a little bit different now. Gonna do a longer video, planning to do it just one take, but we'll see what happens. And that's not new. People will have seen you've done long one take videos before. This one, I actually want to run through a series of ideas and do some angry rants that everyone loves so much. This is an idea that occurred to me when I was walking home from work the other day. I often turn over ideas for videos in my head at the oddest times. My girlfriends come to recognise a particular look in my face if I vacantly stare into the middle distance, particularly if I'm doing hand gestures. She knows that means I'm thinking of a video, I'm planning out a video, because people always ask, are they scripted? Sometimes they are literally scripted. I write them out. You can normally tell those ones because there's a lot of edits in the video. I don't bother to memorize the whole script. I just memorize a couple sentences, shoot that, then do the next couple sentences. Very few of my videos are completely spontaneous, as in stuff that is just coming off the top of my head. What normally happens is I get the idea very clear in my head. I'll actually play it out in my head, which is the whole walking around doing hand gestures thing. And normally I won't do a video until I have a couple of clear ideas I want to communicate, as in, specific lines I want to say, whether they're the sort of deep and meaningful lines or they're the funny lines. And those things I will normally write down. I will often write down the points I want to make rather than a whole script. But I don't even necessarily do that. Sometimes it's simply do it so many times in my head, I've got it down, and I know all the things I want to say and do. And yeah, I always forget something, and sometimes something spontaneous comes out while I'm doing the video. Sometimes I go back and reshoot the bits that I missed. I get into the editing, and I go, ooh, I forgot that really important thing. Honestly, half the time I can't be asked, which is sometimes why there's mistakes or stuttering or bad edits in videos, because by the time I get to the stage of editing and realizing that's not really what I wanted, I can't be asked going back and doing it. I put a fair bit of work into it. How much work, you say? Let's say it's a 3-minute video arbitrarily. Well, actually, let's say a 5-minute video, like a totally fucked up Friday. Let's say it goes for 5 minutes. The actual specific time spent working on that video, like I may have been thinking about things all during the week, but if I count the specific time working on it as sitting down and deciding the actual stories I'm going to do the video on, playing the script through or writing things out, and then coming out and shooting it, and then editing it, and then uploading it, that's about 4 hours usually. It normally takes about 4 hours from when I decide to do a totally fucked up Friday video to when it's live on YouTube. It takes, say, an hour or two to be ready. If it's a 5-minute video that you see, I probably shot 10 to maybe 15 minutes worth of video. And that doesn't mean I do everything twice. I don't do all takes twice. Sometimes there's whole really long stretches of silence on the video. I leave the camera running because it's digital, it's not tape, so it's not costing me anything, and I just wipe it. Like I put it all on a hard drive and the camera's wiped clean after that. Sometimes there is really boring several minutes on the video. If you saw it, you think, what is he doing? Because I'm doing the staring into the middle distance thing, because I'm sitting there going, let's set that, what do I want to do next? And there'll be little hand gestures and movements. And so 5 minutes that you see is probably 10 or 15 minutes shooting for me. And then the editing for that, again, depending how many edits I have to put in. Sometimes it's really quick, like sometimes it's 1 or 2 takes. So 5 minutes will be edited in less than 10 minutes. Sometimes it's more complicated and it might take an hour to edit. How long it takes to render depends on the resolution I'm rendering and how many effects are layered into it. My editing software takes longer to render the more effects are layered on the video. So it can take up to an hour to render. It can render in 5 minutes, can render in as quickly as 10 or 20 minutes, can take an hour, And sometimes if a technical thing happens and the software keeps crashing, which does happen to me, sometimes it's hours and hours till I've got the actual video I want, and then I run it through a compression program, so it's a manageable file size. For those who want to know, there's two good free ones. One's called Super, one's called Handbrake. They're both pretty good. I've used both of them. And then it's the upload to YouTube, and that depends on both how YouTube's behaving and how my internet service provider's bandwidth is behaving. But a 5-minute video can take anywhere between 10 minutes and an hour to upload. And then it's how long YouTube takes to make it available, which again is going to be dependent on the length of the video. It can be 5 minutes, it can be half an hour after I uploaded it before it actually becomes available to view. And then there's YouTube's actually processing it completely so it looks in good quality, which sometimes takes another hour or two. Yeah. Oh, God, I can't believe people still ask that question. Why is the video quality so shit? I know it's the first time for you. I know it's the first time you've seen the video. Normally, you haven't seen my videos till they've been up for hours, and so it seems like really weird and crazy to you that I've just uploaded a shit quality video. And I try to be nice. I try to be nice. But when you say something for the first time, I'm seeing it for the fucking 500th time. And it fucking wears thin, okay? First rant, no. That will be the first rant. That however long I just talked then, I wasn't intending to do. The first thing I was going to say on the video is the first thing I say on nearly all the long videos. Namely, I don't blame you if you don't watch the whole thing, okay? I very rarely watch long videos, even by people I like to watch long videos of. That's simply because me making the videos and replying to comments takes up a fuckload of time, and I don't have that much free time to watch long videos. I find it really hard to keep up with my subscriptions, and I kind of don't. But long videos make it very hard for me. Sometimes I'm lucky and have a bit of set-aside time. I can have the video running often almost in the background, as people often tell me they do with my long ones, which is cool. But I don't blame you if you don't watch a long video from me, because I very rarely have the time and focus to watch a long video from someone else. Having said that, I do my very best to make the long videos full of content and entertaining, or informative, or something. So, first up, if you don't watch the whole video, I don't mind. I am going to have a little bit of a rant about the too long didn't watch or too long didn't read they do with magazine articles and blog posts. You know what? It's fine if it's not for you, but just for your information, that whole too long didn't watch, I don't know, it makes you look like a fucking moron, okay? Personal choices are fine, but doing a long little song and dance where you are essentially saying, I'm too fucking good for this, I'm too fucking good to spend all this time on that. No, you haven't got a fucking attention span. Here, I'll flip you 20 cents. Go fucking buy an attention span. You know why? For your own fucking good. Because when you don't take the time to absorb something that's of any length or any complexity, you're the fucking loser. And I don't mean in the insult way of, oh, what a loser. I mean, you are literally losing out. You are hurting yourself. This is one of those areas where it's hard to talk about it without sounding like a conspiracy theorist. But, you know, the media out there, of all persuasions, they have a fucking narrative. They have a message they are feeding to you. Some of them think they're being objective and try to be objective. Most of them lie about their objectivity. And of course you get the far end of the spectrum, the Fox News, which is just blatant political propaganda and outright lies. Outright conscious, known lies. They know they are lying when they say it, and they say it anyway because they've got a captive fucking audience and they're playing them like a cheap fucking guitar, and these people don't have the attention span to listen to someone who will explain a topic to them in depth. They don't have the attention span to read something that would actually inform them, so they're at the fucking mercy of these talking heads and fucking politicians. Forget just blaming the media. The fucking politicians who supposedly run countries, they rely on people not having an attention span. They rely on people not having a fucking memory. And there is no political party in any country in the world who can claim fucking immunity from this. They all do it to varying scales and volumes at different times. Some are better than others at some times, some are worse than others at some times, but they're all fucking doing it. I mean, okay, one of my favourite shows on TV, two favourite shows, The Daily Show and The Colbert Report. That's how I find out what's happening in the American political scene. And they also, of course, do world stories as well. But it scares the fuck out of me that those guys can run stories again and again and again where they get various public figures, whether they're media or politicians, public servants, whatever, where they get them on video saying one thing, and then after a time lapse, sometimes years, sometimes fucking weeks, they get the person saying the complete opposite. Okay, and I don't mean it's, ooh, I've learned new facts and changed my view. I mean they just boldly state something that's serving their own purposes here, and then they say the complete fucking opposite just because it serves their purposes on that day to do that. These people are held up repeatedly to be blatant fucking liars. And no one ever grabs them by the throat and hurls them against a wall and say, what the fuck are you doing? Why don't you stop fucking lying? Do you not know that we have you on video saying the opposite? Do you not know that we can see what's driving you? Fucking stop telling the truth, motherfucker! And they get away with it because of you fuckers saying too long didn't watch, too long didn't read. Get a fucking attention span, you fucking idiots! Right, look, I've even got a drink here so I don't have to edit. People say, does that hurt your throat? A little. Often the edits in my videos where I'm ranting and screaming are because I'm having a drink. I'll probably keep going for as long. Look, I did actually hurt my voice a bit there. I think my cold's coming back. I'm going to try and do this one shot for fun, but my camera's been doing something funny. It seems that when I'm shooting in sort of, you know, your widescreen high def that I'm doing now, it seems to shit itself after 45 minutes and go, okay, that's the biggest file size I want to make. That actually makes about a 4 or 5 gigabyte video file. And it's a 16 gigabyte chip in the camera. And what it does, I know it like processes it, and then it keeps shooting. I'm not sure why it does that, if there's a setting that I've done, because I'm sure I've shot longer than that without edits. And I found this out in the comedy festival. I was doing it in 45 minute, 50 minute, 55 minute lots. So there may be edits in here, or I may actually take the option to finish when I realise the camera's stopped. And I'm assuming my batteries are all going to last as well. We will see how this all goes. So there you go. There's the first rant. Let's see, get a fucking attention span rant. Now, I had something in there before. You know what? This is my... I was saying something before I went into the attention span one. You're all shouting at your screen. I just had this vision of people with better memories than me shouting at the screen what I was saying. I can't hear you. You can type it in a comment. I can't read it yet. Don't worry, I do it too. I actually respond to people because I feel like you that it's like a dialogue thing, it's a community thing, and I feel the urge to respond as if I'm talking to someone live when I'm not. And it doesn't really work. You get sucked into your little online world sometimes a bit much. Stretching my mind once more, no, I can't. I'm going to throw in one other thing. I'm not sure if it's showing up or not because I just got my hair cut. Hey, how about that? And my first video with a haircut, friend Mac, Free Mountaineer, said something about me having dyed my hair. I haven't dyed my hair yet. It's just the lighting looks different. My hair in normal daylight, when it's not coloured, looks way, way greyer than it ever looks on video. And if it was uniformly grey, I would be cool with it and I would probably never colour my hair again. What bugs the shit out of me, the only reason really I colour my hair is because I do these fucking videos, and there's a bit right here that's grey. Sort of like Mr. Sheffield on The Nanny. Long-term viewers know, I've said this a couple times. It's like darkish hair with flecks of grey, solid bit of grey here, and then darkish bits. And the contrast is such, video tends to make it look like a bald patch, essentially. Right here, a normal place for men to get a bald patch, male pattern baldness, which I wouldn't be that fussed about if I actually had a fucking bald patch there. I'd probably shave my head if I had a bald patch. People often ask, what would I do if I go bald? Probably shave my head. But it's not a bald patch, and when I colour my hair, that makes it uniform and it doesn't show up. That is basically the one reason I colour my hair, because I do these videos, and I'm vain. That's, oh God, I've said this before as well, but when people say things to me online, whether it's about the YouTube videos or the blogging, or going on live things like BlogTV, and saying I'm egotistical or narcissistic, it's like, fucking hello? Who the fuck puts themselves out in front of people who isn't narcissistic and egotistical? And I know a lot of the other people who do a lot of videos on YouTube are very open about whether they have some sort of cosmetic surgery or they wear makeup or colour their hair. I know Michael Buckley loves telling people, oh, I've just had the what do you call the injections? Botulism. Botox. Botox. Or people have had veneers. I think Michael's had veneers. And, you know, guys who dye their hair, guys who wear makeup, girls obviously wear makeup, girls wear makeup all the time. But some of the guys wear makeup just to even up their skin on camera, because fuck me if the people want to look good. Jesus. That's another thing. Being criticised by people who don't do a fucking thing shits me on a couple of levels. But this really simple one saying, you're so vain about the way you look. Oh, fucking excuse me if I'm going to put myself out there and I have a little bit of concern of what I look like going out there. I actually don't take near as much care of my fucking presentation as I should. You notice in a lot of my videos, my hair's all over the fucking shop and I haven't shaved for a week or two. You know, if I wanted to look really good, I'd shave before every video, so I had a nice clean beard line. Throat's a bit sore. But, you know, the idea of criticising someone who's putting themselves out here, whether it's YouTube or whether it's on TV or in movies, calling these people vain about how they look. What are you, a moron? Of course people, any sensible person worries to some degree about how they look. Because shallow fucking people watching make pronouncements on how the people look. It's like a lose situation. If you take a lot of care with your presentation, whether you're male or female, people go, oh, look at the way they tart themselves up. Isn't that pathetic? Blah, blah, blah. And if you don't, then they criticise you for looking frumpy and not taking enough care. So fuck you all. I don't get a lot of it, so I'm not really saying that on my behalf. And even going beyond YouTube again, it does happen to YouTube people getting told, oh, they're snobby and they won't interact with me. But of course it really happens with movie stars, TV stars, music stars, all that sort of thing, saying, oh, you know, they separated from their fans. They're not in the same world as their fans. They can't be in the same fucking world as their fans. Wake the fuck up. Jesus Christ, I don't even know how real celebrities go out. I know they must, if they're sensible, they must have some sort of mental map that tells them where newsagents were that sell those fucking tabloids, and you would not be able to look at the display in a fucking newsagent if you were a real celebrity because of the fucking lies that they print. They literally, I know people who work with these magazines and they literally fucking make shit up. Do you know how they do it? When there's all those dramatic photos with a big dramatic headline on them, they start with the photos. They just have the photos that the paparazzi have got, and they go, okay, what does the person look like in the photo? let's invent a story based on what they look like in that story, in this photo. And it's down to, are we being nice to this person this week, or are we fucking them over this week? Because they have their mood changes from, you know, week to week, month to month, year to year, on how they're treating particular celebrities as well. So if a celebrity that they're nice to is looking shit, they find someone else to blame and say, this person, oh, the person who we love and care for has been upset by their horrible partner or this movie studio or this rival, and they take their side. But if that's someone they're fucking over at the moment, they go, look, they look shit. Let's say they're on drugs. Let's say they're a drunk. Let's say they've gone crazy and they're being a bag lady right now. Oh, look, there's a shadow on her face. Hey, let's say it's a fucking bruise. Let's say it's domestic violence going on. It's literal lies. They make the shit up. And so, Mr. Angry, how many of these stories in tabloids are made up? Fucking all of them. Just assume every fucking story in these fucking tabloids is a fucking lie, and you won't go far wrong. Oh, God. I'm going to run out of drink at this rate. So yeah, stop saying people on YouTube don't fucking answer your comments, don't answer your emails. They can't, okay? One thing I am going to do at some point, just to show you what I have to go through, is save a bunch of the direct messages I get on YouTube and then do a video of going through them. And usually how many of them are just fucking spam. Just random fucking people I don't fucking know go, watch my videos. Fuck you! Fuck you and you'll watch my fucking videos. Oh! Alright, I'll say something a bit more constructive than that now. I do get the occasional, hey, how do I get noticed on YouTube? Again, how many times am I going to say that in this one? Long-term viewers know I've said this a couple of times. As we celebrate the glorious 5th year of YouTube's, my 4th year, just coming up to my 4-year anniversary, it's harder than ever to get noticed, in case you don't realise that. It's really, really, really different to when I started. If I knew a bit more then what I know now, I could have done things really differently and got lots more attention. I'm very happy with where I am now. I'm fine, and I'm looking forward to big things in the next year. That's my grand plan. But anyway, so how I just said, don't just send me a message saying watch my videos, because I get so fucking many of those, I can't possibly do it. I don't even keep up with the subscriptions I want to keep up with. I don't have the time. But how do you get noticed? Okay, you have to be involved. It's not all about you, okay? It's not all about me, okay? It can't be about you. Even your videos might be the best fucking things going. But if you're just making them and spitting them out there, nobody knows, nobody cares. Why the fuck should they, okay? There is a mountain of things people could be watching. Why the fuck should they watch me? Why the fuck should they watch you? We're talking about you. I've got my own plans. So don't just expect magic. You actually could get really lucky. It might happen. But don't expect it. It'll be a nice surprise if you get, you know, discovered, become a viral sensation. But don't expect it. The basic things you can do: get involved, watch other people's videos, comment on other people's videos. And I don't mean famous people, because they've got too many people commenting, they're not going to notice you. Okay? Just everyone, get involved, watch other people's videos, comment on other people's videos, build, and be prepared to build slowly, okay? Maybe you'll be an overnight success, probably not. If you're going to get anywhere, it's going to be a long, slow grind. You're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to be consistent. So yeah, form, you know, low-level contacts. Just watch other people's videos, comment on their videos, be involved. Now, collaborate with people. Do videos with other people. And yes, I do actually, on occasion, do collaborations with other people. And I invite people to give me ideas. I haven't been doing any for a little while, actually. A few people have sent ideas and done things, but if you look back over my videos, you'll see I've had other people in my videos. I like to work with other people. Again, don't send stuff to famous people saying, oh, will you collab with me? They get that 1,000 fucking times. I'm not talking about me, by the way. I'm talking about the people with hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of subscribers. And that is fucking surreal that, like, Niga Higa's over 2 million subscribers now. Fuck, I'm about to hit 20,000 subscribers. Which, seriously, when I started, I never would have imagined I'd got, because I think that was about the top subscribed person when I started. Would have had 20,000 subscribers. If I could get a time machine, I'd be the biggest person on YouTube. But, don't bother saying to famous people, collab with me. If you're lucky enough to know someone who is big on YouTube, by all means, collab with them. And don't go to them if you think they're a friend and say, come here, one of your videos. Maybe they'll do it, but that's a bit fucked. Come up with the idea yourself. Come up with something that's good for them, something that would make sense for them and their channel, that's a good idea that you've scripted out and thought out, it's feasible and it's good, it's either funny or compelling or whatever, and it suits them and their audience, because then they'll appreciate that you put that much effort in. If you're just going to put me in your videos, that's really shitty. But that's, 1% of people or less have that opportunity. You should look to people who aren't so well known to just collaborate with, just to get known, just to get stuff happening. And also, it's good to work with other people. I do most of my videos by myself, but it's really good to work with other people. One of the many reasons I've been doing the videos with Mistress M on Mondays is to be a bit of diversity in my channel. I don't give a fuck if you don't want diversity. Fuck off, okay? It's stuff about keeping me sane and having a bit of depth and variety on the channel. And it's just fun to work with someone else. I enjoy what I do by myself. He said conjuring up masturbation images, but it's fun to work with other people. You will discover that. If you get someone that you can talk to on a friendly level and they like making videos and you like making videos, if you get together with them and say, hey, let's come up with some ideas, it's almost always fun. It's almost always a fun process to collaborate. So you should do it, even if you only have a small number of subscribers and they only have a small number of subscribers, but if they're different subscribers and you get together and do something together, then both these small groups become aware of you and then you have the potential to get a few more people. Like I said, don't do things expecting you're going to have a massive payoff overnight. That almost never happens. Expect a long, slow grind. 4 fucking years to get 20,000 subscribers, okay? Don't bitch to me about how hard it is to get subscribers. I know. So, collaborate. That's a sort of foundation building. Look at this. Look, people keep saying I look like a midget when I wear t-shirts that are too long. Now I've got a long sleeve one that's too long and I keep fidgeting with the sleeves. Speaking of narcissistic. And I have said this before as well. I ordered some of these t-shirts when at the design. This is one of Drake Magnum's designs. That one. I ordered some for myself, not because I wanted t-shirts with my own logo and image on them, not just for that reason, but I wanted to be sure they were decent quality shirts before I said to people that asked me for t-shirts, go get this one. These are good quality. This one's from the RedBubble store, which is an Australian-based shirt maker. Even the Zazzle ones are good quality. I've got a couple from the Zazzle shop as well. So, and I just wore this for fun because I knew I was going to be talking about narcissism and self-promotion and irony, talking about being narcissistic while having that image and this image. Anywho, so collaborating and doing the community building thing, that's like foundation building. It's not how you get millions of subscribers. That's a slow build thing. That's foundation building. And in case because I used the C word, community. If someone's got to say, oh, there's no community on YouTube, that's because you're fucked and no one wants to be a part of a community with you, okay? For me, the community that I experience on YouTube today is stronger than it's ever been. The site itself has just changed to the point where it's unrecognizable. It's massive. It's the number of people involved in it, of course, has gone up by a factor of 1,000 since I first went on the site 4 years ago. And so it is that much less personal. It is that much harder to get noticed. But, Jesus, if you're that shallow, then I've got no time for you anyway. You can still build small groups, community-minded people now. In fact, because there are so many people on now, it's actually easier to form small groups. In some ways, it makes it harder to form large audiences, but it's certainly easier to form small audiences than it used to be. So start small and start solid and get those bonds going. Now, in terms of attracting more attention, it is freaky how much people use YouTube to search on news and current affairs type topics. Now, one of the reasons a lot of people, including me, do videos that are reviewing recent events, whether from a newsy point of view, like I do, or like from a showbiz point of view, like Michael Buckley and others do. There are two reasons for doing that responses to current events. One is it's easy, it's material. You see something, and if it registers somehow with you, there's something that you can find in that, then there's usually someone else who's going to feel the same way. But it gives you something to build a video around. An event that you had a reaction to, whether it's a film review or commenting on current affairs or a big news story, celebrity story, it gives you something to respond to, and that makes it easier to build a video. And second, there are a lot of people who search on YouTube for hot topics. So if you find yourself able to do a video on a hot topic, do it, okay? I don't recommend just doing it for the sake of it, like just going, oh look, here's the newspaper, look, there was an earthquake, oh there's oil, that's fucked. If you don't have something to say, don't fucking say it. The number of people who make videos going, I'm making a video, I don't really have anything to say. Fucking fine. If you want to, do that. I'm not restricting what anyone does, but don't expect people to watch it. Why the fuck would anyone watch it when you're actually saying, this is shit, isn't it? Yes, it is, so don't fucking do it. Make a video when you've got something to say. Just some advice. Free. Exactly worth what you paid for it. But, you know, if you're asking, I'm telling. Make a video when you've got something to say. And so if you do videos about hot topics, whether it's news or gossipy stuff, there are people on YouTube searching for that. And it is a good way to get an audience. Obviously, you can talk about sex. Some of my most viewed videos are where people thought they were going to get something about sex in the video. Yes, people, they're so predictable. My most viewed video, I don't even know what it's on, 4.5 million views now, which is disturbing and depressing that this nothing video. It's one of the first videos I did. I think it's one of my first 20 videos. I was one of the first people who realized the thing about the default thumbnail for a YouTube video was the exact center of the video. And so I made a video where the exact center was, you know, a hot busty chick. So that would be the thumbnail. And then the whole video is me going like, actually it's not the whole video, but the start of the video is me going, hey, porn hounds! Geez, disappointed? Stop looking for porn on YouTube, you fucking losers. There are so many free porn sites out there. Why the fuck would you waste time looking on YouTube? Oh, and the comments are hilarious. Some of the comments go there with the people with these elaborate justifications. With, I'm not looking for porn, you know, which is like erotica or, you know, lovely women. You're looking to whack off, okay? Nothing wrong with that. But stop fucking lying and over justifying it. You're looking to whack off. And there are a million sites better than YouTube, and you're fucking pathetic spending your time looking on YouTube for spanking material, okay? There, I said it. I'm going to have a rant about porn at one point too, maybe in here. Oh, another thing I meant to say right at the start. How fucking far into this video am I? I don't even know how long I've been talking. There is a counter on the video camera and I can't read it from this distance because I'm old and blind. One thing I was going to say at the start, I am doing a bunch of rants and I'm essentially trying out some material here. So if you do watch the whole thing and you see some bits in here, that bit was fucking awesome. I intend to do some of the ranty bits I do in here. I intend to refine and make a video of their own, like a 3 to 5 minute video, probably with some edits, where I really sort of hit it home. So if there's some stuff in here that you said, that material was really good, follow up on that, I will probably take some of your advices on that, and some of the more popular ones I will do on another video. Hey, stream of consciousness, seeing I just said taking your advice, I'm going to throw in, not so much to go on about haters because I've done that to death, but I often get people saying, oh, but so you don't want any feedback? And I'll be honest, almost any negative feedback you have or feel, no matter how constructive you think it is, no matter how good your intentions are, no matter how sincere you feel when you make it, if you are making a critical comment on one of my videos, it's almost certain to be fucking useless to me, okay? So if you think you're being helpful, you're not. That's narcissism on your part. And the reason I say that is not because I think I'm perfect, it's because I'm actually more critical of myself than you are. I work really hard at my videos, my performance, my material. A lot of people do gratify me by saying they think I'm one of the better performers they see on YouTube. And I thank you, and yes, my ego loves a boost. But one of the reasons I am better than most people is because I work fucking hard at it. Another reason is because I've had professional training. I did a theatre degree. I have a tertiary degree in theatre media. This is one of the other stories I've told heaps of time over the last 4 years. But yes, in terms of feedback, if you're going to say something critical, even though you think it's constructive, it's almost definitely of no fucking use to me whatsoever. So honestly, keep it to yourself. I'm not going to thank you. I'm really not. I'm not necessarily going to rip on you. I try not to, because I can generally tell when someone is being genuinely thinking they're being helpful. They're not, but they think they are. They're not meaning to be an asshole, and I don't take the comment as an asshole comment, but it's of no value to me. It's almost never of any value to me. Besides being hard on myself and having the professional training so I understand these things, I also work with a professional director, not for every video, I can't afford that, but my friend Adrian Kalir, who I've mentioned many times, who just did a stunning fucking show in the Melbourne Comedy Festival called Code Grey that I did some promo videos for on my channel, and I will put the whole show up at one point. It's fucking awesome. But he is one of the best comedy directors, I was going to say in Melbourne, really in Australia. He is just fucking good. And when I want real sort of hammered feedback and someone telling me what I need to fix, what I need to do better, what I need to construct differently, I'm going to go to him. He's better than you, okay? I don't even have to go to I'm better than you, because I go to someone who's better than me. He's a friend and I spend a lot of time with him, but I also engage him professionally from time to time. We set a thing going, okay, over the next couple months, I'm going to set these goals. I'm going to work with you this many times, and I pay him because he's a professional. So I'm giving you free advice. In fact, I intend to get him on here and make him give you free advice too, because it's going to raise his profile. But yes, so in terms of feedback, look, if you can't fucking hold yourself back, go. The best that's going to happen is I'm going to ignore you. I will make, okay, a couple points that I think are funny on that. when I tell some people to fuck off because they are being assholes, they claim they're not, but it's, well, I've got a lot of experience with assholes on the internet, and I know when someone's an asshole. And they go, you only want to hear positive things. You only want people to give you compliments. Yes, that is true. And I do not know what kind of fucked up, miserable existence you lead where you want people to say bad things to you. How much of a fucked unit do you have to be to want to have people tearing you down? What the fuck is wrong with someone to think that making negative comments is ever going to help? How fucked would you have to be to not want compliments, to not want people to boost your ego? That is the dumbest fucking thing people say. And they think it's intelligent. That's what shits me. Stupid is stupid, okay? But stupid who think they're intelligent? Oh God, please save me. Save me from people who think they're being intelligent when they're being fucking stupid. You really want to be told good things? Yes, if I want someone to talk dirty to me, I'll go fuck your mother again. I always do that. I pick on people's mothers. But another little aside. Quite often, I was going to say frequently. Have you noticed I can't say frequently? There's something about this gap in my teeth here, and I do the F sound, and it whistles, and my lip goes the wrong way. Frequently. I have, and yet it comes up in my. I use the word a lot in conversation, and because I had a lot of trouble saying it one video. I think I even put it in the outtakes for that video because it was so pathetic how I couldn't say frequently properly. I now try to avoid using it in conversation, and every time it comes up, one of the byproducts of making these videos, and probably a bit of my day job as well where I have to do presentations, is I think half a sentence ahead. I know what's coming half a sentence out. Even when I'm not working to a script, I'm forming complete thoughts in my brain area before my mouth area is engaged. Try it, kids. It's fun. It's difficult, actually. You have to practice. And sometimes my brain will go, the second half of this sentence you're thinking of saying frequently, put a different word in, say often, say lots. Just stop saying frequently because you sound stupid when you say frequently. And it stops sounding like a word to me after a while. So, stop saying it. And this is the way my mind is jumping about. I don't even know if I'm going to watch this back because I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say, you don't finish any of those thoughts and you talk about something else for a couple of minutes, then something in your brain goes, bing, weren't you halfway through a thought? Yes, and I can't remember it because I got really involved in the next thought and I can't remember what the original thought was. Look, I wrote some notes down and I haven't used them yet, which is not to say I've remembered this stuff and thrown it in without consulting the notes. No. I thought I'm going to write some notes down and I haven't covered any of these topics. The attention span is on it. I did do attention span. The next one is abortion. And the reason that's down on the list is that's what I was actually thinking of. I was running through some ideas for a video in my head as I walked home, which is when this whole idea came in. Because as I was going through the, sort of serious talking, rational topic on abortion, a whole rant spewed out of my brain and I thought, God, I could just do that stream of consciousness and see what comes out. And I thought, no, I could do that. Man, I can just come up with shit off the top of my head. I've been doing this so long. I've done, almost 1,100 videos on YouTube. Not easy to do, by the way. Oh, you're probably going to get some horrible belches now because I've been drinking that drink for the whole time I've been talking. Carbonated. Yes, and I just drove that train of thought out of my head thinking about burps. But I thought, yeah, I can do this stuff fairly spontaneously simply because the amount of practice I have. And so the idea, I was thinking about the topic of abortion and there was a few areas I wanted to go into with it. And let's just lay it out on the table. I'm pro-choice. I support women's right to have an abortion. I think having said that, it's a really complex topic. I don't think it's absolutely black and white. I know as I go on this rant, I'll probably manage to offend every camp in the abortion debate, for want of a better word. It's an argument, it's not a debate. Because I don't think it's black and white, and particularly the polar ends of the spectrum tend to go very black and white with their views, and I think they're both wrong. I do also understand though why people go black and white, because when you think a topic is really important and you've got a really strong opponent, whichever side you are, whatever the argument is, if you have a really strong opponent, there's a fully justified concern that if you weaken at all, equivocate at all, just balance out at all, the other side will just fucking go you and hammer you. And so you get to the point where you make polarizing statements just because you don't want to give this other prick any fucking ground. Because if you're fair and rational, they'll be a bigger arsehole. I've learned that, okay? There is a certain subset of people in every single political persuasion, every fucking country probably. I'm not that well versed in the countries of the world, but I'm willing to bet it happens in every country in the world. It certainly happens in every political persuasion. If they disagree with you and you be reasonable, there is a certain subset in the opposing political views who, as you become more reasonable, they will become bigger assholes. They will be less reasonable. Now, I actually think that's a minority. They're a really, really loud minority, which is why it's often hard to get on with people with really conflicting political views or worldviews or religious views, because you've had, whatever your views are, you've had so much experience with people who disagree in a really shitty way. And so you're very wary about lowering your guard with anyone that you know you disagree with. I have fortunately made a couple of quite good friends on YouTube who are on the far distant end of the political spectrum to me. I'm definitely over on the loony left. Make a lot of people who call themselves left-wing uncomfortable with how far I take some things. But I've managed to make some friends who are really on fairly extreme right, because a door opened for both of us. We were willing to go, this person's sincere, they're open-minded might be the wrong word, but they have integrity, and they're willing to go, you know what, that's something we disagree on, and I'm being honest when I say I respect your right to feel that way. I understand that this is the reality for you, the truth for you, and I understand that you're respecting my stance as well. We're respecting each other's honesty, essentially. That really works. But those people, good people, are quieter than the idiots. So that's why it's really hard to not make polarizing statements on sensitive issues. Abortion. I started thinking about this topic. I'd been asked a few questions on it recently. I'm definitely pro-choice. And what gets lost in this argument by both sides, the pro-choice side and the pro-life side, I hate that. We're talking euphemisms. The people who support a woman's right to abortion and the people who want to deny a woman's right to abortion. Pro-choice, pro-life. Fucking wussy. Supporting abortion rights, opposing abortion rights. Both sides have a nasty habit of glossing over. It's a really fucking hard choice. Not for everyone. There literally are some women who are really glib about abortion. I think they may end up regretting it later in life. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're fine with it their whole lives. I'm just talking about people who I've known. It's a really difficult choice. And that's whether you choose to go through with an abortion or you choose not to have an abortion. For any woman who's in the situation, and men are involved in these situations too, men who are committed to their partners, or even if they're not committed to a partnership, but they're willing to take responsibility because they were the progenitor in this. It's a really difficult decision either way. And the right decision is not always made. In a lot of cases, when a woman chooses to have an abortion, down the track, they come to regret it and realise it was not the best choice they could have made. But fuck me, a lot of women who go on and have the baby, it turns into a really fucking bad decision. Which is actually, yeah, this is where it gets fraught, because it's, it really fucks up the lives of everyone and children born into abuse and whatnot. But then again, I have friends who were born into abuse. Dear, close friends who went through hideous, horrible abuse and for years, for, right into their adult lives. And you can fall into the trap of when you're doing this argument about, oh, I think it's justified an abortion if the child's going to be abused. There won't be enough money to support the child will be physically abused, sexually abused, emotionally abused, mentally abused, be really fucked up as they grow up. That's a great case where an abortion should happen. And yet I know that means some of my friends wouldn't be here if you made that decision when their mother was pregnant with them. It is not an easy subject. It's not an easy argument. And anyone on either side who says it is, I think, is fucked up, honestly. But yeah, like I said, I think it needs to be supported, because if for no other reason, then it's going to happen. In societies when it's been illegal, abortion still happens. Unsafe, terrible procedures happen, okay? And there are some extremely horrible people on the anti-abortion side who say those women deserve it. Those people who say that are lucky. I think their religious beliefs are a load of horse shit, or I'd just be laughing about how long they're going to fucking burn in hell. There is no religion on this fucking planet that says rejoicing in the emotional and physical pain of another person gets you eternal reward. The people who preach that need to fucking die. And like I said, if hell wasn't a fiction invented to scare little children, that's where they'd spend eternity. So they're fucking lucky they believe in fairy stories, because if it was true, they'd be paying for it for a long fucking time. And that's not the actual rant that popped into my head when I was thinking about abortion. The rant that really got me going, this is not an original thought on my part, I've had other people put this out there, is because an overwhelming number of people who oppose abortion tend to be social and fiscal conservatives. And so they're opposed to government handouts. What I want to say, these people, when they say they just want to stop abortion from happening, they want to force women to carry the pregnancies through. And I think, are you taking fucking responsibility at that point? Are you going to fund that child for life? Are you actually saying you are going to force a child to be born and then fucking abandon it? You don't want to abandon the fetuses, but you want to abandon the born fucking humans? Are you going to pay for them? Are you going to pay to have them safe? If they are being born into an environment that's not safe, are you going to pay to have them in a safe environment? And mind you, the average fucking foster home and child's home and orphanage are not fucking safe. You should be taking them into your home and you should be paying for them until they're a fucking adult, because you're the one who says it has to happen. And if you're not taking that responsibility, if you're not saying they should be supported, you should shut your fucking mouth. You don't have a fucking right to speak, you fucking stinking hypocritical pile of shit. Now, I said I wasn't going to do edits. I'm going to stop here because I think I've been going on too long. And I think there's actually stuff I have to do. Mainly put little angries to bed. It's a school night. I'll answer one more question that I know you're asking, because I'm experienced with this. Like, ooh, don't they hear you doing this? For those who've never heard or read the explanation, There's a garage which has been converted to a shed. You can't actually put a car in here. This is where my studio is. And I've got mattress underlay and carpet underlay on all the walls, sound dampening, so sound really doesn't travel very far out of here. This is completely separate to the house. I don't share a wall with the house. It's down in the yard. So no one in the house hears me when I do this, but someone's probably going to come knocking at the door in a minute saying, I want to go to bed, and they will hear me. So this is part one, and I literally am probably 20% through stuff I wanted to talk about. So this is going to be long. Wow, let's see what part two's like. Alright, let's get back into it. Anyone who watches my Twitter stream knows I'm fucking tanked now, so watch out. This is where shit gets real. Alright, where were we up to? I just did a rant on abortion, and that's going to lead into what seems weird to me as an outsider looking at US politics and discussion about life in the US. When people start talking about their Supreme Court and the amendments to the Constitution. With abortion, people are always talking about the famous Roe versus Wade case. And this fucking cracks me up. People go, oh, we've got to defend Roe versus Wade. That's a shit fucking decision. It's not even the Supreme Court saying what they should fucking be saying, that women have a right to get an abortion. It's just about state law versus federal law. It's fucked. It should be fucking enshrined that women have a right to an abortion. It's really shit that that isn't the case. And from the outside, it looks so fucking half-assed to have these people go, ooh, we're going to defend Roe versus Wade. And it's shit. But that also leads me on to, when you look, people talk about, defending their constitution in the US, but they're always talking about the amendments, their favourite amendments, the First Amendment, the right to free speech, and I think the right to bear arms, the Second Amendment. It's one of the first four anyway. Hey, how many times do I say I should look at this stuff before I make a video? Anyway, but why this seems fucking hilarious to me is when people start going, we've got to defend this amendment or that amendment, like it's some precious, non-changing thing. Do you not fucking get what an amendment is? It's a fucking change. It's at some point the courts went, you know what, the original constitution is lacking somewhat. It was from a particular point in history, the world's changed, we need to do some amendments. And then you get these people going, no, we've got to protect this amendment. It was a fucking change in the first place, you fucking idiots. And the concept that people a couple hundred years ago could set up a bunch of laws that should not be changed today, when the world today is fucking unrecognizable from that world, it's laughable. It really makes you look like fucking chumps. By all means, stand up for principles that you believe in and try and even get new principles put into law. But don't you fucking know how dumb it sounds to be obsessing about, no, we've got to protect this amendment. It was a fucking change by definition. So, shit changes. You've got to change your fucking laws and move with the times. This insane idea that some people seem to have that we've got to lock things in this particular world, or there's some horrible insult to the past. The fucking past is the fucking past. And, now is now. And the future is going to be different again. The idea that laws not only don't have to change, can't be allowed to change, it's utterly ridiculous. It's fucking moronic, actually. Which gets me to issues of the flag. Now, this is a very Australian issue. Our flag has the Union Jack that shows we were part of the British Empire. A lot of people think we should change the flag. I'm one of them. And a lot of people think we should keep the flag. And one of the fucking stupid arguments that gets pitched about don't change the flag, it's the diggers fought under the flag. In various wars, people say, oh, they fought for that flag. Listen, you fucking morons, okay? If people fighting in a war weren't fighting for the right to self-fucking determination, then they weren't fucking fighting for anything worthwhile. Yeah, it's not like the world isn't sealed in amber. The world fucking changes. And whatever the mindset was 50 years ago or 100 years ago doesn't really fucking count for shit. Now, You fucking idiots going about, oh, you're betraying those diggers if you change the flag. No, you're fucking not. You're betraying people who fought for ideals if you don't have any fucking ideals. If you can't stand up and say, hey, this is what we are, and what we are now is fucking different to what we were 100 years ago. How hard is it to wrap your head around it? Now, particularly with Australians, they go, the Anzac spirit. Got to preserve the Australian flag because the Anzacs fought on it. Hey, you know what? The Australian flag did not fucking fly at Gallipoli. The Union Jack flew. The Australian flag wasn't there. And you know what a bunch of the diggers after World War I said? Never be under British fucking command again because they treat you as expendable bloody resources and they fuck you over. Australians should be determining their own future, and this fucking argument about keep the flag same forever. It's a fucking foreign powers flag, you fucking morons. As for what the flag should be, that's a very volatile thing as well. I've seen various designs. I'm not averse to Southern Cross flags, even though fuckwit bogan racist pieces of shit have commandeered it. I actually like the Aboriginal flag, even just from a design perspective. With the red, yellow and black. It's a nice design as a flag, and it wouldn't hurt to say, you know, sorry to the black fellas. I'm not sort of married to the idea of having the Australian flag, and I know a bunch of bogans can't fucking stand the idea of it, which is another reason I like it. Fuck the bogans. Hey, that's just me. That's what I think of flags. Oh, I've got a note there to talk about Saudi Arabia. And I actually did that for Totally Fucked Up Friday. I did that earlier tonight when I was sober. And this will be going up either on Saturday or Sunday. So I'm not sure there's much more to be said than what I said in the Totally Fucked Up Friday video. But I was already talking about this. The idea that people polarize because they don't want to give ground to their opposite number. And I don't fucking, well, no. See, I was about to say I don't get it, but I do get it, as I expressed before. I do understand why people do it, but it's really counterproductive. It's not a good thing. I don't get the inability to say, okay, Islam as a religion is totalitarian and fucked. So's Christianity, so's hardcore Judaism. It's fucked. But then to go on and say, ooh, but we're not allowed to criticize Muslims, political correctness. Look at the fucking media, for fuck's sake. They're the whipping horse for everything. They just get treated like shit. The idea that Muslims aren't getting picked on is fucking farcical. I just don't understand how people can say stuff that is the direct opposite of the demonstrable truth. It's fucking mental to me. Hey, maybe I'm crazy having integrity, but I'm opposed to any religion having dominance over culture. And yeah, in the world today, in terms of influence and sheer numbers, Islam seems to be about the most repressive religion. But there are Christian sects and Jewish sects that are at least as repressive as Islam. They're just nowhere near as influential. They don't have the numbers. Even the funny thing, like, as we come up to Draw Prophet Muhammad Day, which I support. I don't support being a prick about it, but I think the idea of saying, oh, it's a horrible sin if you draw the Prophet Muhammad, that's fucking stupid. Christianity used to have that too. You couldn't do representations of God, graven images and all that sort of thing. Christianity outgrew that. Judaism had the same thing. Weirdly, because I live in St Kilda in Melbourne, which, as John Safran described it, is Jewtown. And there's a lot of really ultra-Orthodox Jews around here. And they have really repressive dress codes. All the guys dress the same, which is kind of freaky. I don't get that sort of tribalism. I mean, I get that people want that sense of belonging, but it's not a strength thing to me. In the modern world, it's a sign of weakness, as far as I'm concerned, a sign of insecurity. You know, people pick on the emos for looking the same. Live in my neighborhood and see all these dudes wearing black suits and white shirts and hats, and the adults have big beards. And as an aside, when the guys get older, they have big white beards. It always reminds me of men, not just Jewish men, but men generally. Old men with big beards that are white. Yeah, it's really hard to resist saying to them, look, it's Santa, he's on holidays at Santa. And they always get the shits when you call them Santa, because they've heard it a million times. What the fuck do you expect? You got this big fucking bushy white beard, of course people are gonna call you Santa. If you don't like being called Santa, shave the fucking beard, you idiots. Man, how did I go on from serious religious topic to picking on men who look like Santa? Who knows? That's how I work. Weirdly, you know, a lot of the Jewish sects around here, the women in that aren't allowed to have their head uncovered either. But unlike Muslim women who wear scarves or head coverings or the full-on hijab or burqa, these Jewish women wear bad wigs, which seems to me to be following the letter of the law, if not the spirit. They're not exposing their own hair, they're exposing a wig. That's just weird as far as I'm concerned. There you go, I said it. It's weird. And speaking of my local Jewish population, the men with who don't wear the big hats wear the yarmulkes, the little skull caps. Is it just me, or is it not a coincidence that the yarmulke covers the spot where men start to go bald? I'm just imagining at some point in the past, a rabbi who decided that we'd be showing that we're God's chosen people by putting a yarmulke here, just coincidentally was covering his bald spot. It's like a Jewish comb over. I wonder if the congregation said, Rabbi, I noticed the skull cap that you're telling us all to wear, it really neatly covers your bald patch. Is that a coincidence? And the rabbi's going, coincidence! I never realised that it would be covering my baldness. Who knew? But God said to do it, so go ahead and do it. I really don't have a lot of time for doing stuff because your imaginary friend in the sky told you to do it. My imaginary friends at the bottom of the garden tell me to do things, and I get called crazy. What's my next note? Oh yeah, this ties in to what I was saying a second ago about I get frustrated and I don't understand people who will just blithely say the exact opposite of the easily demonstrable truth. This is one of the reasons global warming deniers fucking shit me. And it's borderline pointless talking about this topic because people are so polarized on it. It's like there's rational people who look at the science and go, wow, these scientists really have no doubt at all. And over the last 10 years, everything's been getting worse. But mindless fucking talking heads in the media and politicians who either have no fucking idea what they're talking about or have no qualms about just fucking lying, talk up their doubt. Oh, no, it's not settled. Oh, it's a sham, it's a scam. And it fucking isn't. Now, I will be doing a couple of focused videos when I'm sober on this topic, and I'll provide a bunch of links that I think are of interest. But I want to make a couple of points, and I'll refine these for the little shorter videos. One is about carbon trading or emission trading, which is being touted as a potential solution for this. It's probably bullshit, okay? It's this stupid fucking thing of, hey, let's make a profit from the idea of trying to police carbon emissions. As soon as you do stuff like that, as soon as you put particularly government money out there, the shysters come out of the woodwork. What's actually required is the simple fucking acknowledgement that humans are causing the problems, and the things humans are doing to cause the problems have to fucking stop, or at least be severely limited. And rather than just saying, hey, you can't keep causing that much pollution, there's this idea that emissions trading will control companies, except the way it invariably gets set up, it won't control companies, it just favours rich people and fucks over poor people. And I will eventually be posting some links to a few fairly thought-provoking articles that say, look, emission trading is a pile of fucking shit, and particularly humorous is Matt Taibbi, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, from Rolling Stone, where he rips on Goldman Sachs, who are major proponents of emission trading, which in his mind is enough reason in itself to show it's a scam, because Goldman Sachs have been behind every money market scam since the Great Depression, and they're doing this as well, so that's enough reason almost in itself to say, fuck that shit, fuck Goldman Sachs. And this actually gets called out by some global warming deniers, and they say, oh, well, the people who said that climate change is caused by humans, they said follow the money, because all the deniers were being funded by oil companies. Well, follow this money. And it's a kind of sort of valid thing to say. It's well worth raising that, well, emission trading is probably bullshit because of the people who are behind it. But the fact that this proposed solution to climate change is fucking bullshit has no relationship to climate change itself. It's just, this is not a solution that should be pursued because it's going to be fucked over by companies like Goldman Sachs. Like there was an incident in Australia, the government did a whole bunch of throwing money at the economy to try, and they actually successfully avoided Australia being damaged by the global economic downturn, which people seem to fucking forget. But anyway, and one of the things is they promoted people getting insulation in their roofs, because not only would that get the economy turning over, people being paid to put this insulation in, it would save on energy costs, you know, it's an all-around good thing. But as soon as the government money went out there, the scam artists appeared. Scam artists who were just doing really dodgy installations, some that were so badly installed they caused houses to burn down. There were deaths in the installation crews because they were badly trained. And people reasonably blamed the government for not providing enough oversight. But the analogy I'm drawing here is saying that because Goldman Sachs are a bunch of soulless fuckers who are going to fuck over the whole idea of emission trading, saying that means climate change isn't real is the same as saying because shysters came and fucked over the insulation plan, that insulation doesn't work. You know, insulation does work, but that doesn't stop shysters coming in and fucking exploiting the system. Climate change, global warming is a fucking serious problem. It is caused by humans, but just because some shyster comes in trying to exploit the whole situation, that doesn't change the fundamental issue. They are shysters and they are pieces of shit, but the fundamental issue is still there and is still true. And I'm so fucking sick of deniers anyway, because it's like they've got a fucking lie of the week. Not Pepsi. It's global warming deniers. It's like they can't even keep track of which lie they're telling. It's, you know, they started off saying, "Oh, it isn't happening." Now, it absolutely is happening. It's happening on other planets too. No, it isn't. All right, it's happening, but humans aren't causing it. They just prove humans are causing it. Oh, it's happening, but humans are causing it, but it's not as bad as they're saying. Well, all the evidence is it is. It's like, you know, the lie just changes. Every lie gets shot down, and they just fucking come up with another lie. Even like, oh look, ClimateGate proves that it's a shyster thing, but then that was thoroughly investigated and showing no, there was no wrongdoing here. It was blown out of all proportion. The people pushing ClimateGate as a big deal are fucking full of shit. It's like you look at the climate change deniers, the global warming deniers, they seem to think if they can find one, all the shit they throw, if one piece out of 1,000 sticks, they go, yes, yes, we're absolutely right, while ignoring the fact that 999 out of 1,000 bits of shit they threw were completely shot down. They were shown to be fucking stupid, absolute lies, absolutely meaningless. It's like, if they're right 0.01% of the time, they're absolutely right. And if the scientists are called into doubt 0.01% of the time, they're absolutely wrong. And these fuckers wonder why I hold them in contempt. It's just, it's absolutely farcical. But I've completely given up trying to reach climate change deniers. Like I'm just randomly mixing up the terms global warming, climate change. Sometimes when I say global warming, people say, oh, well, you should call it climate change because that's more accurate. I go, look, I don't fucking care because it doesn't matter with the deniers. It's, if I say climate change, they go, oh, that's just, you know, double speak. because, you know, things aren't uniformly getting warmer, so you just using weasel words and saying climate change. It doesn't fucking matter what words you use. The fucking deniers are absolutely unreachable. So the people when I do videos about climate change, I do it for myself mostly, just to get my frustration out of my system. But also I like to provide links to people who do truly have open minds and want to read some more, or also the people who, you know, believe the consensus of the scientists, but they're feeling barraged by this constant wave of denialists, and they start to think, oh, is there something to it? No, it isn't. They're just really persistent liars. And so I like to provide a bit of backup information. You know, you're not alone. I'm not surprised the deniers have put a bit of doubt in your head with their constant barrage, but they're talking shit, and here's the evidence. So that's why I continue to talk about climate change, global warming. Not for the deniers. Fuck them, they're unreachable. It's for the people who still have an open mind, or the people who want some solidarity and support. And because that's what I choose to do, and fuck the global warming deniers. Well, that's all the notes I had there. I'm sure I can think of something else to say. Look, I've got all this to drink. Oh dear. So lost in the middle here, things that I will put into other videos. There are YouTube gatherings happening around the world. Fat Aussie Bastard Pete is organising, trying to organise a big one in Brisbane in November. And I'm hoping to go up to that. That will be very cool. I like it, the idea of a party that I didn't have to organise. And Pete is very gung-ho about the YouTube community, and so he's looking forward to making this a big one. So if you've ever thought, oh, I'd love to have a holiday up in Queensland, whether you're Australian, somewhere near like New Zealand, or from the other side of the world, thinking I needed an excuse to have a holiday in Australia, this is as good an excuse as any. It's pretty goddamn warm in Brisbane in November, but there's good fucking beaches and everything too, and it would be a good party. It's a long way in the future. Something big would have to happen to stop me from going to it. That's what I'll say at this point. I want to go, but it's that far in the future, it's hard for me to be concrete. I do know I'm planning to go to the UK in October. Be back in November, but you know, the whole thing with taking time off work could get complicated. But that's the other thing, I haven't said that on the channel before. I am planning to go to the UK in October. I don't have definite dates yet, and I do have YouTube friends there in the UK, and I would definitely like to catch up with people there. Won't worry too much about saying anything solid, because I don't even have exact dates at the moment. I just know the plan is October, and I want to get a bit of time. My partner, she's English. She has family in England, so there's going to be a lot of family stuff going on. It'll be my first trip to that part of the world, so I'm going to be fairly involved. But I do want to set aside some time to try and catch up with people I've been friends with online, actually meet them in real life. I want to see all sorts of things while I'm there. So as it gets closer to October, I'll talk more about that. That's a fun thing. I was only talking about ranty things, wasn't I? That's a fun thing. I like the fun side of YouTube. Let me have a little drinkies here. As I do this video, YouTube is arbitrarily celebrating its 5th anniversary, even though it isn't the 5th anniversary of the site going live. That was actually much earlier in the year. And it's coming on to my 4th anniversary of having an account on the site. I started in June, 4 years ago. So people have been putting up my YouTube stories. Fuck it, I'll throw mine in here rather than doing a separate video for it. That'll keep me talking for a while. Now again, as I've said so many times already in this, long-term viewers would have heard these stories before, but I'll throw them in again. Am I drunk enough to fart on video? I'll think about that. I can just feel one brewing up. I want to do a massive fart that will echo in this room. That'll be fun, won't it? Okay. As an aside, still, the funniest thing my kids think I've ever done is a video, and I've used it in bloopers on another video, where I let loose with a massive fart when I was trying to shoot something and then collapsed in hysterical laughter. Because farts are funny, particularly your own. So you might get a fart soon, who knows. Okay, so my YouTube story. A lot of people would have heard this multiple times, but I'm throwing it out there again. Okay, a bit of background I have thrown out. I did a theatre degree a long time ago, more than 20 years ago. 25 years ago I started doing a degree, a BA in Communications, Theatre Media. Now, a lot of people do say complimentary things about my delivery, my performance, my acting. I was actually trained in how to perform in a variety of forms. And when I first started, I was wearing a mask. And the main reason for that was to kind of preserve my anonymity. Because, as I've said in a lot of videos, I have a day job, I work in IT, and the IT scene in Melbourne is comparatively small, conservative, and gossipy. So I thought, if I went for job interviews, and as a contractor I usually have to go for job interviews multiple times a year, and if people recognised me from YouTube, their perception of me would be fairly coloured by the shouting and the swearing and the outrageousness. So I prefer, if I'm going into job interviews and people don't have that preconception of me. In a lot of jobs when I've been there for a while, the average duration of my contract jobs is about 6 months, but they vary between 3 months and 2 years. In a lot of the jobs, people have found out about the YouTube stuff before I finished. There's never been one, to the best of my knowledge, where people knew about YouTube before I started the job. They all got to know me personally before they saw the YouTube persona, and that's cool. Once they know me personally, I don't mind if they see the YouTube channel. There's been some jobs where people have seen me on YouTube after I've left, and they've emailed me going, "Oh fuck dude, I just saw you on YouTube." But I prefer it not to interfere with my day job. So that's why I did it under a pseudonym, and in the early days I wore a mask. Now, not least because one of the styles I was taught in when I was at college was Commedia dell'arte, the Italian medieval mask theatre, where the mask is the character and you perform to character with a mask. And some of the guys at college did a devised piece where, along with the traditional Commedia masks, they used just these cheap plastic masks from novelty stores with the jaw cut out. They were full face plastic masks, and when they cut the jaw out so you could see the real person's mouth moving, it was amazing how much that brought the masks to life, and that stuck with me. Like, I remembered that for 20 years. So when it came to doing the YouTube thing, and I wanted to preserve my anonymity, I thought, I can use a mask, and I can do it character based because I know how to do mask characters. I'd already been blogging. The idea was I was going to try stand-up comedy, and I was going to work out some material via a blog, write funny stuff on a blog, and then when I had some material, maybe do stand-up. And I'd been doing the blog for a while, and it was fairly successful. I was quite happy with it. And I asked the readers of the blog, what should I do next? And a few people recommended doing podcasts. And I thought about doing that, just actually, reading some of the blog posts, basically, as scripts. But then I'd got broadband for the first time, and YouTube was taking off. YouTube had been around for about a year at this point, and it was just taking off and getting big. And I thought, oh, fuck it, why not leapfrog? Don't do the audio podcasts, do video. And I started doing the performance pieces to video as Mr. AngryAussie. And it was still with the intention of doing stand-up. And if you go back to the old videos, you'll see I did some open mic stuff to varying degrees of success. But really did come to the opinion, stand-up's really 20th century. I do know a lot of working comedians in the Melbourne scene. Really funny people, really talented people, really hard-working people. Now, these people, when they do a show, whether it's just a stand-up night at a club or a show in the comedy festival, seriously, if they get 20 or 30 people, they think that's it. They don't think it's a big success. It is a big success. It's fucking hard to get people to come out and see a live show. Yet now it's got the stage where I put a video up on YouTube And even an ordinary number of views is thousands of views. You know, they'd kill for thousands of people to see their shows. I get thousands of people watching me every day. In fact, looking at the YouTube statistics, for those who want to know, on average, my videos are watched between 25 and 30,000 times every single day. I've done stuff for DirecTV in the US and been paid for it. The number of working comedians here who, you know, cut off an arm to be paid to do stuff for American TV. And just to get the audience I get here and to get the interaction. And honestly, even the meager amount I get through the YouTube Partner Program at this point is way more than most working comedians get from doing stand-up. Like the month that the comedy festival was on, I would have made somewhere around $800 from YouTube. The vast majority of shows in the comedy festival would not have come out $800 ahead. With all it cost for them to put on the show, most of them lose money in the comedy festival. They're doing it to get attention. And I'm getting more attention here with you wonderful people. So, I'm not really that interested in doing live stand-up, even though that was the original intention. YouTube kind of took over from the blog. The blog was my main thing and YouTube was a sideline. YouTube became the main thing and the blog became a sideline. So I was doing YouTube videos, really enjoying it. Now in the very early days, doing response videos was way more effective than it is now. Simply because of the amount of people on the site now, you get drowned out in the noise. But some of the people who were getting a lot of attention in the early days would only put accept response videos to their videos if they were genuine responses. So if it was someone, in my case, the person who I liked doing responses to was Mr. Safety, Corey, from SMP Films. And I was the first person he subscribed to, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Because he was focusing on MySpace until he realized how big YouTube was getting. And I did a couple video responses to him and he suddenly realized YouTube was becoming a big thing. Anyway, that was a good way to get attention. When someone had a video that was getting viewed a lot, if you did a response to it, you'd get a decent flow on. Maybe 10% of their views would come to you. And that's how I started to build up. I've been just helped immeasurably by Corey. I got a good boost also from Michael Buckley of What the Buck, and a few other people have given me boosts along the way, which has been awesome, which is why I still collaborate with people. And if I ever get an opportunity to help someone out, I like to do it because I was helped by other people in the early days. And for all the sites become so much bigger and less personal, there's still opportunities to make personal sort of connections with people now, and I like to promote that as much as possible. So my YouTube story, yeah, just, you know, starting off, and I think because of how aggressive what I do is, it made it harder for me to develop a really big audience, because the mask, while it was helpful in what it did, I did also learn was a barrier to people. I actually wore the mask for some live stand-up, and it's way more confrontational live than it is on video. Even on video, I've learned from the feedback that it did sort of separate me from my audience. But live, it freaks people right the fuck out. Combine the mask with me shouting. In one of the open mics I did, I actually saw people in the audience cringing. It was fucking hilarious and kind of scary. I was doing a blah, Mr. Angry, blah, and I actually saw people shrinking back in their seats trying to hide from me, which is both funny and off-putting. And just as a side note, you know that saying about how if you're nervous, your mouth goes dry? It's not just a saying, it can really happen. In this one open mic thing I did, when I saw I was freaking the audience out, and I thought I have to adapt this a little bit so I don't freak them out quite as much, and it was getting a bit stressful, and I was only up there for 5 minutes, but at about the 2-minute mark, my mouth dried up, and my brain goes 100 miles an hour when I'm talking, when I'm just talking, doing videos, but definitely when I was doing live stuff, my brain is going 100 miles an hour faster than my mouth. and I talk pretty fast. But I could see the audience freaking out. I'm thinking, I have to do something else. And my mouth went really dry. I mean, like, it felt like my tongue was swollen, my lips dried out, and I couldn't even keep moving my jaw. And in my brain, I was going, oh, fuck. This is like that old saying, my mouth's really gone dry. I was going, oh, God, I don't know if I can keep talking. I'm drying out so much. Oh, God, I've never had this in my life. This is so fucking weird. And I was actually just keeping up a stream of talking, like doing the funny to the audience, while my brain is doing something completely different, just going, oh, fuck, how long can I keep talking? This is fucking weird. But I actually got through the whole set, the whole 5 minutes. But yeah, I haven't even attempted live stuff for a couple of years now. Every now and then I think I'd like to, because what I'm told by my comedian friends is the adrenaline rush you get from performing to a live crowd and, you know, getting a response from them is better than any drug. But at the same time, while the high is unbelievably high, the lows you can get from that are really crushingly low as well. As YouTube is quite consistent by comparison. So I think that's actually better for my mental health. So I'm sticking with YouTube, although you never know, I might try some live stuff again. But my YouTube story just, I built really slowly with Sean Bedlam, your name Sean Burke. I organised the first big gathering in Australia. And Corey, Mr. Safety, came out for that. We had a few international people. The Mighty Thor came out. We had, I don't know, 100 to 200 people over the course of the day. It was an awesome day. I loved being with all those people. And, you know, it was a really big part of YouTube, making that connection with people. And there's been a lot more small and big get-togethers in Australia since then, which is a great thing. The only overseas one I've got to go to was YouTube Live, which is not really a gathering. It was a thing organised by YouTube. And I wasn't sure how much I'd enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot. I got to meet people I just communicated with on comments, and that was enormous fun. It was kind of weird because all the big name people were there, and that was interesting to me, because when I've organised these little gatherings, you know, I don't think, you know, that I'm anything particularly special. So when I meet people and they say, oh, they're a bit overawed and they find it difficult to talk to me, I find that just fucking weird. You know, I'm just quite an ordinary person. But when I went to YouTube Live, that's how I felt. Like, all, you know, the top subscribed people from YouTube were there, and I was like, whoa, that's pretty intense. It's like sensory overload, all these big names, famous faces here. So I do understand the feeling, but it's still kind of weird when someone says it to me, that they're surprised I talk to them, or they're surprised I'm friendly, because fucking I'm just me. This kind of went nowhere. My YouTube story. You know, for those who are interested in trivia, what YouTube is now, and how YouTube operates now, and how it operated, say, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, is a very different thing. You do get people who complain about and say, oh, there's no community on YouTube. And I don't agree. I'm having a better sense of community now than I ever have. I'm having more success now than I ever have. So I'm happier now with YouTube than I ever have been. Everyone's entitled to their own feelings, but that's mine. Now, what is different in the early days, particularly for the first 2 years, getting featured was huge. If you got featured globally on YouTube.com, that was worth hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views within a couple of days. When the localized YouTubes came out, YouTube Australia, that was good to be featured, and I had a few videos over the course of about 2 years featured on the YouTube Australia page, and that was good. That did get me some attention. Never had a video featured globally. Now, I know YouTube Australia, since Damien Estrich left them, it's essentially been abandoned. I mean, someone tell me if the experience is different for you, but the idea of featured videos that they call spotlight videos now is pretty much meaningless. It has no meaning at all in Australia now. I don't know, and I've lost touch with the whole global thing. I don't know if being featured globally is a meaningful thing anymore, being spotlighted globally. That was a weird thing they did. They changed the labelling. There was featured videos, which was the front page of YouTube, and there was promoted videos, which was little thumbnails that would appear next to videos, and then they changed the name. They called promoted ones featured, and they called featured ones spotlight. Why the fuck you would do that is beyond my comprehension, but they did, and it changed the whole meaning and confused people. But I've never been featured globally, spotlighted globally, but I have been promoted on the global page, which is good. I had more support from YouTube Australia back when Damien Estrich was, you know, the YouTube Australia community person, but I still get good support from YouTube and promotion, and I know from the amazing analytics they provide, the features they do now, what used to be called promoted videos, is worth at least 10 to 20% of my overall views. So it's not like I'm complaining, because they don't have to help me if they don't want to. Well, there's something I could rant about. Picking on YouTube. Yes, I pick on YouTube. I've made a few videos when I thought things they've done have been particularly fucked. But what I try to do, the only time I really pick on YouTube is when I think the points I'm making would help YouTube if they listened. Now, if I was going to complain about things that I thought would help me, I'd never stop complaining, because I think there's a whole bunch of things they should do for me, because I'm important, damn it. But I not only accepted the fact years ago that YouTube doesn't pay any attention to me. Realistically, why the fuck would they? With the millions of people who come to the site every day, I don't really count for shit, and it would be really narcissistic for me to think they should pay attention to me. So I'm kind of cool with YouTube ignoring me. That's fine. When I do the occasional video saying something's fucked up about what YouTube's done, it's either really just to make myself feel better, to get something out of my system, or because I genuinely think, look, if YouTube listened to this, it would be no skin off their nose, it wouldn't cost them money, and I think it would be to their favour. It's too narcissistic to just say things that are to my favour. It's really when I think it would be to their favour that I point it out. So whenever I hear people saying, well, let's do a YouTube boycott, or YouTube should, let's protest that they change the channel pages. It's not that the people saying that are wrong. YouTube may have done something really fucked, but they're not going to listen, and why should they? So I can't be asked getting really worked up when YouTube changes the layout of pages. It does get annoying, and some of them are really hard to work with, but I can't be fucked sort of making a big protest to YouTube, because they're not going to listen anyway, and there's really no reason why they should. So I don't really like beating my head against brick walls, so I just let it slide. The fact that I didn't really like the channel layout changes they did, I didn't complain about it because it didn't seem worth the effort. And the more recent changes in layout, I didn't see the point in complaining particularly. I did go on about because they actually broke the commenting system, where there was a bug in the change they did, and I thought that was worth saying, okay, this is just broken, this isn't working, you need to fix it. And they did fix it. It's still fucked, mind you. They've never cared about commenting system. They've changed it a lot. So, you know, they're trying various things, but there are fundamentals that people have been saying for as long as I've been on the site that YouTube has never adopted, which I never quite understood. I've just gone, well, they just don't give a fuck about the commenting, interacting. They care about the videos. And to be fair, they do fucking amazing work with the videos. People forget, before YouTube, uploading videos to the internet was fucking near impossible. It was really hard. It was impossible to get the audience that YouTube provides, but it was really hard just to load a video. It wasn't impossible, but it was really fucking hard. It's definitely impossible to get the audience that YouTube provides. And a couple of people have commented they've gone back and looked at my old videos, and because of how compressed the file was, it looks really shit compared to the new high def videos I upload. And they go, fuck, I watched that video 3 years ago when you put it up and I thought it was good quality. And I went back and looked at it and it's shit compared to what's up now. Like, YouTube have done truly amazing things with the quality of video. That's clearly been their focus, and it's understandable why that's been their focus. But all of us who consider ourselves part of a community are frustrated with YouTube's apparent lack of commitment to community. Little burp, not a big one. But clearly they're dedicated to just the quality of video, because the vast majority of traffic to the site and people who watch the videos off-site, they're really transient. They're not involved in what we call the community, and so they're literally just there to watch videos. So YouTube have done everything they can to improve the quality of the videos, and why the fuck wouldn't they? So yes, for all my complaints, I do understand YouTube have made the impossible seem mundane. What they do now was literally impossible 5 years ago, and now we take it for granted and bitch and complain because we want more. But you know, maybe that keeps them on their toes. No site lasts forever. I mean, look at how Facebook wiped out MySpace. If you could go back 3 years, even 4 years, and say in 5 years MySpace will be irrelevant. No one will give a fuck about MySpace. It will be a joke. You'd be laughed at because MySpace was huge, but it, you know, and it still has a huge number of users, but no one talks about it. You know, it's all Facebook, and now Facebook seems to be imploding because of the fucked way they treated people's privacy. There is no threat to YouTube yet. That's only a matter of time, though. I mean, I saw some statistics recently, and it's like, you know, 40% of all videos watched are on YouTube, and I thought, okay, only 40%. So they must have some serious competitors. The next on the list was Hulu, that had like 3%. The other 60% of videos are spread among hundreds of sites. There are so many competing sites, and none of them are within a fucking cooey of YouTube. Someone will eventually, something will happen, and it may or may not catch YouTube and Google by surprise, or they may be part of it, but something will change. Sometime in the next couple of years, something will change. I honestly have no idea what. Who knows what it will be? And maybe it will come from YouTube, maybe it will come from Google, maybe it'll come from someone we've not even heard of yet. All the people who've tried to compete with YouTube over the years have failed pretty fucking dismally. Maybe one of them will pull it out of the fire, who knows? I suspect it will be someone we don't even know about yet, will be the YouTube killer. Maybe YouTube will never go away, but I think they'll have more serious competition sometime in the next couple of years. Who knows? We'll wait and see. I know Google themselves are still innovating. They're trying something they're calling Google TV, which is really a competitor for iTunes, which may well fail completely. In fact, the odds are stacked against it, but because it's more open than iTunes, it might be huge. I'm going to have to look into that and see what it is and see if I can be part of it. That's a kind of cool idea. What little I know about Google TV is like literally making it easy to plug the stuff into your TV. That would be cool. You can do that now, of course, but if they did something that made it easier to pull all different bits of video from the internet and watch them on your TV through a broadband connection, that ain't bad. Yeah. Okay. This is funny. I thought I would rant more because I was drunk, but I'm being really calm, aren't I? Okay. I might actually wrap up now, see if I can think of something. Okay, oh, my generic advice. I'll throw this in now. I still get asked for advice regularly. Hey, how can I get noticed on YouTube? I can't really afford to spend a lot of time giving people in-depth, email answers to that question. I usually provide quick answers. Here are the basic facts for getting noticed on YouTube, getting big on YouTube. I don't think I'm particularly big, so I'm probably the wrong person to be asking. But first, when you're starting out, get involved. Get involved with other people. Comment on other people's videos. Find people who are somehow similar to you, like similar things to you, do similar videos to you. Collaborate with them. Get involved. Be prepared for a long haul. It's harder to get noticed now than it ever has been. But there are still people who manage to break out and become stars. In the last year or two, you've had Shane Dawson explode upwards. More recently, the annoying orange explode upwards. So it's possible. You can still come from, almost nowhere and become huge. It's possible. Who knows? So besides being involved, that's like building a bedrock, being involved, commenting, collaborating. Did I say this in the first half? Am I just repeating myself? I don't even know. How tragic is that? Okay, but do current affairs. Current affairs is easy. It's topical. I did talk about this, didn't I? Okay, stuff I'm pretty sure I didn't say. Stuff that I have noticed is popular with the kids. The crowds like it. If you're any good at doing animation does huge, whether that's stop motion with Legos or other things, or flash animation, or more traditional animation. Animation is very popular. If you can do funny, quirky things with animation, that can attract attention. Music, people love music and musical comedy. Justin Bieber came out of YouTube apparently, but also musical comedy. People love that. Doing parodies of songs, doing nerdy humor in songs is huge. If you have these talents, if you have musical talent, go with that. If you can do animation, do that, because that's really popular. But do something that you like doing. If you force yourself to do something that you don't even enjoy, that's going to seem really fucking pointless when you don't get anywhere. And even if you get somewhere, then it's going to be really soul-crushing that you feel compelled to keep doing something that you don't even like. So do something you like for a start. For God's sake, enjoy what you do. You've got to enjoy it. It's got to be enjoyable in its own right, or otherwise it will just crush you. Don't do angry ranting, okay? There's enough competition already. I don't need any more people doing that. Do it if you want, if that's your thing. And don't fucking listen to anyone who goes, you're just ripping off such and such. You're just ripping off such and such. Maybe you are. It's not like there's anything new under the sun, okay? No matter what you're doing, some fucking Goomba can come out and say, you're just copying such and such. And you know who says that? People who don't do a fucking thing. Ever. Okay? So don't pay attention to them. Don't pay attention to people who bring you down. They're not worth the fucking time. If they knew what they were doing, they wouldn't be wasting time making shitty comments on the fucking internet. They would be leading by example. If you want to be absolutely sure that someone's a clueless fucking idiot, if they make negative comments on the internet, they're a clueless fucking idiot. They've got nothing to offer. Okay? If they had anything to offer, they wouldn't be making you feel bad by giving you negative comments. They'd be making you feel bad by being way fucking better than you. Okay? It's as simple as that. I have never been put down by someone better than me. There are heaps of people who are better than me at various things. None of them have ever put me down. The only people who have ever put me down, or tried to put me down, are the people who do nothing and have nothing to offer, or they're really fucking shit. They're really talentless and desperate, so they've gone the drama route, and they've tried to get attention by causing trouble and causing shit because they don't have the fucking talent or confidence to do it on their own. I have never been put down. I have never been attacked by anyone better than me. I've only been attacked by people who are fucked. people who have nothing, people who can't compete with me, people who are scared of me, people who are jealous of me. So if someone is going new, I promise you they are doing it because you have something they don't. You have something they want. They are jealous, they are scared, they are pathetic, and they are lashing out to just overcompensate for their own weakness. And that's given me an idea. I'm going to have one more drink to soothe my throat a little, and I've got the wind up me for another rant. I burp a lot. This is carbonated. That's my excuse. Okay. I'm going to close off with a rant now, just to make it worth your while to have stuck around this long, and I'm going to really fucking cut loose here. This is not at one person. The one thing I've never done, people often send me messages and say, oh, can you do a video ripping on this YouTuber because they're a prick because they said this and they did that. And you know what? Usually the person sending me the message is right. The person they're talking about is a prick. But I don't go that route. That's just a choice I make. I don't go after individuals on YouTube, no matter how much they deserve it. The fact that I don't do it doesn't mean that I don't think there are people who deserve it, because they really fucking do. But you know what? It's just stooping to their level, essentially. I do attack, I guess, patterns of behaviour, but I don't attack individuals. And what's funny is when I do that, and I attack, the haters generally, or particular patterns of behaviour, I've occasionally got responses going, you're picking on me. And I wasn't even thinking about the person. In fact, I've never fucking heard of the person who's going, he's picking on me. You know, I don't even think about some of these people who are sure I'm picking on them. They're just nothing, honestly. But, okay, that was just the build-up. That was the background. Here's the actual rant. Look, in my time on YouTube, I have been hassled by people. I've had people pick on me. I've had people try and get attention for themselves by making videos harassing me and attacking me. They're saying, oh, look, there's someone, he has attention, he has people watching him, he has people who like what he does. If I attack him, I'll get attention. And they're thinking they're just such fucked units that negative attention is good to them, because they get no attention because they've got nothing to offer the world. So negative attention is an improvement on their fucked, shallow, empty lives. And that's fine. I actually don't give a shit. Particularly, what's funny, when these people, they've used clips from my videos to attack me. Under YouTube terms of service, I can have those videos taken down. I can have their channels shut down, because that's a breach of terms of service to use my videos without my permission. And I never have, because I ignore the fuckers, because that's all they deserve. They deserve to be ignored because they're fucking nothing. But I just want to share with you what I find the funniest, the really most pathetic of the pathetic. And they're all pathetic. But this has happened a couple of times since I've been on YouTube. Okay, people do a video attacking me. That's their right. I don't give a shit. I ignore them. But they do it to get attention. But it's like they get a surprise when the attention they get is from people who like what I do. The people see this fucking gimp attacking me and they go them. And honestly, if you're a fan of what I do, I recommend you just ignore people who do videos attacking me, because they're fucking losers who want attention. It's not worth your time. But I know it happens. I know they do videos attacking me, and the people who like what I do go them, just really go them, and legitimately rip them apart for the talentless fucktards they are. And more than once, I've seen this. People who make a video attacking me, and I have never fucking attacked them personally, but they take exception to something I said, and instead of just presenting another view, they attack me personally, because the gutless fucking talentless pieces of shit want to try and steal some of my limelight. They can't offer anything on their own. They want to try and take something from me. And when what happens is people who like me attack them, they piss their pants. They fucking lose it. I've seen this more than once. These talentless fucking losers who make a video attacking me, they then get attacked by people who like me, and the fucking hypocrites then post a video going, why are people so negative? I had such mean people. Stop the hate, everyone. You start the hate, you gutless losers. And they go, oh, why do people attack me like this? Maybe stop attacking other people, you gutless pieces of shit. I've actually had people have the audacity to ask me for help. They said, oh, this person's taking it too far. I guess what, you fucking loser? You fucking started it. Maybe take down the videos. If you don't like the heat you get from it, stop causing the trouble, you gutless fucking pieces of shit. You suck so fucking much. You piss your pants fucking losers. Oh, man, that feels good. All right, that will do us, I think, my loyal and faithful viewers. Because if you have stuck around this long, you are loyal and faithful. And I will close off with one positive thought. That was a lot of fun. I'll close off with one positive thought. Something I've had almost from the start. Because people have gotten into my videos from the start, when it was just small numbers of people, they've really gotten into them. And they've been really positive to me. And they've said, you know, they thought I was better than people who have 10 times more, 100 times more subscribers, which has always been gratifying. I've always had a comparatively smaller number of subscribers and loyal followers, but they're really loyal. They're really dedicated, and it's kind of, it's almost funny to me, because I recognize that these people are really dedicated to me. They don't realize that I don't have another million people like them. I have a few thousand people like them, which is fucking awesome and fucking better than I ever thought I would get. But it's kind of funny to me when the people who really get into what I do, they assume the whole world is into what I'm doing. Now, you know, Nigahiga's got over 2 million subscribers. I'm just coming up to 20,000. And I'm really happy with that. Yeah, I would like way more. I would like to have enough subscribers that I could make a living from this and kill my day job. But you know what? If that ever comes, it will have come on my own terms, and it will come at a measured enough pace that it doesn't freak me out, that it doesn't turn my world upside down overnight. Because I've seen that a lot in the last 4 years. I've seen people have their worlds turned upside down overnight, and they haven't coped. They've crashed and burned, and they've faded away. I've had a... Okay, the camera did that weird thing I talked about way back at the start and just cut out. I'm not sure when. So this is the end. It started up again. Yeah, what I was saying, I've had a slow, steady build. So if I do end up with, you know, hundreds of thousands of subscribers and enough views that I do make a living, it will have been at a slow enough pace that it doesn't weird me out. Things will change, definitely, over time. But even if things stayed where they are now and I just stuck with my day job, this has been an awesome time. I hope it continues to be an awesome time. I want to keep doing this, you know, forever, for as long as it keeps being fun. It's more fun now, 4 years in, than it ever has been. I enjoy it more and more. Yeah, but there are up days and down days. I won't deny that. There are some days when it seems harder and some days when it seems easier. But for all the jokes and the rants I make about the haters, the good people are worth so much more. And just have that strength in yourself. If you have someone having a go at you, that's just evidence that you're better than them. Okay? It's as simple as that. I've seen it prove true again and again and again. It's like a line from the Hilltop Hoods. As long as you got love, you got someone that'll hate you as well. But the love is what you remember. The positivity is what you remember. And I hope I continue to bring positivity to at least some people out there. I hope you guys continue to bring positivity to me. And I'm going to be doing this for a hell of a lot longer. Catch you later.